name is Jeremy Lippitt. I graduated high school in 2014, and this is my college story. My parents both went to college. My dad took the more traditional route, and when I say traditional, I mean he got out of high school, went right to college, and went right into the working world. My mom took the less traditional route, and she was actually in college for the first time while I was going through high school at Memphis. So being able to see my mom do it in real time, and also just knowing that my dad went to college, my grandparents went to college, things like that, I knew from a young age that that was something I wanted to do. Didn't necessarily know for what, but I did know that that was something that was in my life plan. Planning for college, I started probably around 10th grade, learning how to prep and prepare for the ACT, study for that, and get myself in a position to score what I needed to get into the institutions that I wanted to was a big part. Also researching things like programs, School of Education, your School of Business, School of Nursing, studying which ones I wanted to go into and the quality of each and people's experiences who went through at each college that I was considering at the time. My parents, they both went to college, but they both took different types of routes toward paying for that college. So for me, I didn't really know much about the financial aid process. So I needed a lot of help with that, learning how to apply for that. Also coming from a situation that some students may find themselves in where you have divorced parents. That was something that was harder to figure out with FAFSA, especially early on, because you have to report your parents' income, and it's important to know whose income needs to be reported based on where you live and who you spend most of your time with. So that was something that I was able to get a lot of help for right inside the walls of Memphis High School. I went to Grand Valley State University for my undergraduate degree, my first bachelor's degree. And how I chose that was a combination of things. So around 11th grade, based on seeing some things that my family members had done and professions that they had chosen and went on to do, I decided that I wanted to study finance or something in the business field. So I started doing some research on which program was best suited for my needs. So I settled on Grand Valley State University for a couple reasons. One, tuition cost was lower than the other colleges that I was considering. I wanted to go to Michigan State or the University of Michigan, and at the time, I don't know what the tuition rates are now, but at the time, Grand Valley was the cheaper option for me. The other thing was, when you come from a town like Memphis, you're really used to having one-on-one help from your teachers and smaller classrooms. That's something that was important to me. Going into my college experience was that I was going to be able to get the help that I needed and the attention that I needed from my professors, and going to a place like Grand Valley where your average class size was only 25 to 30 students at the time was much more appealing to me because of the fact that it felt familiar and it wasn't as much of a culture shock. A lot of people have to take on college debt. Most people have to take on debt when they go to college. But you're investing in yourself. You're doing something now, taking on debt, that's going to help you with your career and your life path, and you're doing something that is going to help you grow as a person in the long run. It's a investment in yourself and an investment in your future, and no investment comes without having to put up a little collateral. If you're lucky enough to be able to go away to college and live on campus, meet new people, meet people of different backgrounds than yours, and be able to create friendships with people from all walks of life is extremely important, and not just your academic life, but your character building as a person. So I got a degree in finance. It's officially called a Bachelor's of Business Administration with a emphasis in finance. And for me, it helped me in a couple of ways. One, it gave me that career builder that helped me get my foot in certain career avenues. But not just that, it helped me learn things that are harder to get a grasp on at the high school level, like personal finance and things of that nature, and learning investment strategies and stuff like that that can really help you going forward in life. Don't be afraid to go into college undecided. you don't need to make your decision right away. If you go in with an undecided major, that's completely fine too. You don't need to know what you're gonna do with your entire future for college to be a good idea. When you go to college, you're gonna have a lot of resources and experiences at your disposal that are gonna help you make that decision. So even if you have no idea, even if you're saying, I'm 18, how am I supposed to know what I wanna do, for the next 40 years? Take the leap and go to college, go to whether it's community college, university, and those places, those experiences are going to really help you make that decision. And I think that that's really what college is the best for, is helping you figure that out.